little bit about yourself and your business.
So I'm a wife and a mom.
Okay.
And of course, an entrepreneur. Along with my husband, we run the 918 brand, which is a family of companies. We have a trucking and logistics company.
Okay.
We have a non-emergency medical transport company. We have a nonprofit, and then we run a small business coaching and development, a startup company, which is my baby.
Okay, the small business. Okay, got it. That is awesome. So what inspired you to start your first business? And what problem were you trying to solve?
So what inspired me? I'm gonna tell you. I was 13.
Okay.
My parents always said I was gonna be somebody's boss because I just was that kid.
Okay.
But I was 13, and me and my mom used to go to the shop on Saturdays. We've been in the shop all day. Back then, we've been in the shop all day, and I started counting the beauticians' money.
Okay.
Then I started counting the owners, the booths, the other workers, and I was like, she making a lot of money, and I like hair, and I like this, so I'm gonna do that. So I went home and told my parents I wanted to open my own beauty salon.
Okay.
My parents, they just, whatever I wanted to do, they was like, okay. And so they put me in beauty school, and I did that, and I graduated that at 15.
Really?
And by that time, I didn't want to be a beautician anymore. that was like my extracurricular activities, like my basketball, you know.
Okay.
I did that after school, and that's when my parents have always talked about being my own boss, but that's when I really, my most recent memory of ever wanting to be one. And then fast forward, after that, I was my first real try at it. I was 23, and I purchased a 2-family flat.
Okay.
And a single family house in St. Louis City.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna be a landlord. And I'm gonna be honest, the reason I wanted to do it was because I had started AT&T 3 years before. I started at 20.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm tired of waking up. I want to take vacation when I want to take vacation. I don't like having to be on time. I want to take a long lunch. I work by the Galleria. I want to go to the Galleria, stay here for 2 hours. I got to be back in 1 hour. And then I'm 2 minutes late. They want to ding me and I got to clock in this clock. I was like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do none of that. I'm gonna do this. And that was really, honestly, my inspiration at that time. Now later we'll talk about how you still got rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
How that AT&T transferred over to entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Absolutely. So how did the home business work out for you? You said you started out at 23 with 2 persons.
Oh, that's a whole nother story.
You no longer want to be a landlord.
And I think that experience, I was 23. I was 23, and I would go over to St. Louis Avenue in Shreve, and it was 2003. I had a little 03, little 2-door Infiniti coupe, and here at my little single twinker. Hey, I'm your new landlord. That wasn't the way. And so the experience was just, I talk about being prepared and not just being excited and launching and jumping out into business. And a lot of things that I talk about is my own personal experiences.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's another story.
Okay. How important is it then if I'm gonna start a business? What do I need to start up? What steps would you tell me to take?
So what steps would take if you just wanted to start a business? Your first thought?
Yeah, I want. You know what? Today, I want to start a popcorn company.
You throwing my questions out. So, the business plan question.
I know that's coming, but I'm trying to lead you into
so, because that's one of the questions too. Okay, you got to take this out.
Okay, I'll take this out. Because it seems like I'm missing number 3. That's what the problem is. So it went from 2 to 4.
No, okay, yeah.
And yours went that way too, from 2 to 4?
No, let me see.
I'm like, to go from what inspired your first business and what problem you're trying to solve to.
What is the What is the first practical step someone should take if they want to start a business but don't know where to start? That was number 3.
See, that's basically what I just asked you.
No, you had the business. That was okay. That was.
Well,
You're right. But then you had the business.
No, I had that up there.
Okay, you're right.
But I asked
I'm messing you up.
because I'm looking at it like something missing to go from that question to this question. That ain't right. So
It's me. I'm like, I got scared. You gonna merge my answers together.
yeah, he's like, I'm ready to give you how important it is to have a clear business plan. Okay, so we're gonna clap and start that question over. Right. So, question: if I want to start a business, say a popcorn company, what practical steps should someone take when they're ready to start a business?
Well, most people, when they first start a business, you said popcorn company, but in any business in general, when you say I just want to start a business, most people, they just say I want to be a business owner, I want to be my own boss. Well, you have to identify a problem.
Okay.
You have to identify who has the problem.
Okay.
And then you have to find out if they're going to pay you to fix that problem.
Huh, okay.
So all entrepreneurs do is solve problems. That's the first step. The first step at all, when you're first in that whole brainstorming, I want to start a business, I want to start this business, you have to know if it's a problem. When I started the Small Business Coaching and Development in the 918 brand, I started small. I was helping people do the LLCs, and I was like, who's gonna pay me $50 to do this? Nobody's gonna pay, because it takes 10 minutes. But I found out that, this is how I expanded to other stuff, but I found out that people don't want to read. They don't want to, I don't want to say people don't want to read. They don't have time. They don't have time. They're working a 9 to 5 and other jobs, but they need a handheld. And so people actually paid to do it. So the solution I gave was, because even when I would come to them, I said, this takes 10 minutes. Like, if I do it, I'm going to charge you $50. But I can just send you the instructions. You can do it yourself. It takes 10 to 15 minutes. They're like, I don't really want to fool with it. I want you to do it. Okay, it was going to cost $50, And so I found a problem, and the problem is time, that they have time. And then I found that people will pay me to fix that problem.
Okay.
And so you have to, in order for a business to survive, you've got to know what's your problem, who has the problem, and if they're going to pay you to solve it.